Hey everybody, Nizark here. Going to be doing a tutorial video on running Aragorn Any in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers for the Game Boy Advance. This is, in my opinion, the easiest category of the game to run. It's not super difficult, not very involved compared to the other categories. There's not a lot that you have to really, not a lot of nuances to the character compared to the other ones. So I'm just going to, before we actually start the run here, I'm just going to go in really quick and just kind of we'll take a look at some things about the character. So uh, I'm going to assume that you kind of looked at the game at least a little bit casually. You don't have to have played the game casually to really follow along with this. And just in case, I'm going to go over the character layout here. So you've got your equipment. For Aragorn, I'm going to have a sword here, sword in my offhand as well. That's going to happen after I invest in a skill point. Normally you'd have a shield here, but we're going to have two swords. You got your body armor, which is your main source of protection. You got a helmet. You're going to have a cape, some kind of amulet or medallion, your boots, and then there's going to be a whetstone down in the bottom right corner as well that we're going to invest in. We're going to buy that from at an upgrade. Over here, you got your attributes. For the purpose of a speed run, the only attribute that you need to concern yourself with is accuracy. Accuracy is very strong both offensively and defensively for the purpose of a speed run. Strength does not increase damage enough to really be worth it. Health, also, you don't really need health for speedrun. You're assuming that you're not going to be getting hit for the most part. Defense, same thing. You really shouldn't be getting hit by enemies' attacks anyway. You shouldn't be allowing them to hit you. And courage is just, it's again not very useful. You have enough that you can work with throughout the run. That courage just represents your spirit points that you can use skills with. Now for accuracy, it's important because as long as you can keep hitting enemies, you can keep them stun locked. So that's defensive because it means that they can't attack you as long as you're stunning them, and it's also offensive. Obviously, you kill them faster if you hit them more frequently. So we're going to be getting the bulk of our damage from other sources like our skills and our weapons that we have equipped. So we don't need to invest in strength for damage here. So all points for attributes go into accuracy. For skills. We've got only one passive skill and one active skill that we have to really worry about, so I'm going to ignore most of them, but dual wield is very important. It is our primary source of damage, both because the skill itself increases damage by 1 every point, and also because it allows us to use two swords, which drastically increases damage, just by virtue of that alone. So we're going to be putting a lot of points into that, most of our points. And we're going to put at least 1 point into commanding presence. It's very important for a couple of boss fights, and also to get out of some tough areas later on. Sneak past enemies, things like that. You can put more than 1 point in here. You'll notice that it says 7 spirit plus 2 per level. That's actually inaccurate. It only costs 7 spirit regardless of how many points you have in here. So it doesn't really matter. You can put as many points as you want. It'll just increase the stun time. I would say you wouldn't want to put more than 3 points in here, probably. It's not really worth it after that, because you do need the consistent damage from adding points to the dual wield. Alright, so now that we've had a look at that, let's get back out of here and we'll start the run. So timing for this run starts, you got a new game, and timing starts as soon as I select the character. So there's 5 different characters. We're going to be doing Aragorn. So as soon as I select this, I'll just do a countdown here, and we'll start the timer. So 3, 2, 1, go. I can skip to that cutscene there by pressing A. Now we're going to mash through some text here. Poorly, apparently. One more little text box to clear, and then we're going to head straight down here. Fight these orcs. It's important to get some experience early on, especially where there's easy enemies to kill. The crows here actually do give a decent amount of experience. Sometimes they fly away, that's fine. I'm gonna be killing enemies quickly. It's honestly, in most cases, it's not worth kind of taking time to group them. These guys here, I actually kind of walk up on the right, sort of towards the guy on the right there, because the guy on the left seems to notice you first. And so he kind of walks down, and it gives you a better spot to kind of hit them both at the same time if you walk up directly below the right-hand guy. I'm not going to go pick that item up because that's a hood or a cap. It's a pretty weak headgear. You're going to want to wait until you see a stronger piece of headgear to go pick it up. In general, it's better to just kind of avoid going backwards to pick up items if you can. If you see something behind you that might be really good, and of course you get used to what the items on the ground look like eventually. Sandals, that's perfect. Okay, sandals, let's talk about that. So, sandals are really good for this run. They are a 10% speed boost item. So if they go on your feet, you're going to wear them for the entire run. You're never going to get better boots than that. You might get sort of sandals with a modifier. We'll talk about that later. But for now, that's the best thing I can get to wear on my feet. 10% speed boost, and obviously that's good for a speed run for, you know, moving faster is nice. But also, it's good because it allows us to escape from enemies later on in the run when we don't really want to fight them. Makes it a lot easier to kind of get by some groups of enemies that we're going to need to sneak past. There might be some deaths in this run, I'll just kind of say that just up front. By the way, I go up there to that top right corner of the screen to kind of cause a rock slide, and that actually opens up that space that I just went through there. Just some rocks blocking that area. And it allows you to go through just by going up to that top right corner and walking the way that I did to trigger that rock slide. We're going to equip that Brigandine. You should always do any item equips while you're paused for a level up. So you can level up always right away because you can increase your accuracy. Just makes it a bit more, a bit easier to kill things. I am wearing a shield right now. I was hoping to find a weapon, a second sword before finding a shield, but it didn't have such luck, so hopefully we do find a second weapon soon, because we do want to have 2 weapons equipped. We want to have 2 swords to take advantage of the points that I'm putting into dual wield, do some extra damage. We are finding a couple of piles of 100 gems, which is nice. I was supposed to trigger a rock slide here. I guess it did a little late. That was odd. Walking past that tree there to the left just kind of triggers another rock slide, and then we're going to go down here, and now there'll be a thing opened up down here. There's a second short sword we're gonna grab. And I'm actually going to do an extra pause here just to equip that short sword, because we do want to, I'm going to do this first. Discard my shield, then you can equip the sword. And you're good. Now you'll see I have 2 swords, and we can finally start doing that extra damage. I'm going to make sure this guy doesn't chase me, and that guy apparently. And we got our first little mini boss fight here. So this guy can do a lot of damage in a single hit, so you want to try to keep him stun locked. And having the 2 swords means he'll die faster, saves you some time. And you drop another short sword, that's fine. And you can move to the next screen as soon as you kill him. You do have to kill that guy. His body disappearing on the ground after he's dead is the trigger that lets you leave the area. So you do have to kill him with Aragorn. I believe with Frodo you don't have to kill the boss enemy there, but with Aragorn you do. Now I am doing this against my splits for my world record, so we're not going to necessarily, this isn't going to be a, an amazing run time-wise, but that's fine. We're doing this for a demonstration. Gonna fight some goblins here. Goblins are a little tough. They have high accuracy. You'll notice the range that I can hit that guy at, though, with my dual wield. Dual wield has a huge range of attack, and you want to be making use of that as much as you can. I'm going to try to demonstrate it whenever I can. Just kind of attack enemies from max range just so you can see. I'm just going to spend this level up here really quick. And, okay. And we're going to go into Moria now. Skip this cutscene. That's the first split there when that screen fades to black after I skip that little image that comes up. And I'm going to kill this archer, make sure he doesn't snipe us in the back here. Go up here. This is our first green goblin fight here. This guy usually isn't too bad, because at this point you should have 2 swords. If you don't have 2 swords, he takes a little while to kill. And there's a coif. So that's what I was talking about. That's that item that I want to wait for. I don't want to pick up a hood or a cap, because I want to wait till I can pick up a coif at least. Just to have that extra melee armor. And if you wait, you can auto-equip. There's a longsword, that's nice. So we'll equip that later. We don't need to equip it right now because it's not a significant enough damage increase. And there's an amulet, looks like. Yeah, okay. So an amulet is the best accessory, and we're going to want to equip that at our next level up as well. We do have a medallion on right now, which increases our damage, so we're going to leave that on. That's fine for now. But we do want the amulet because it has 5% shield block. And shield block is very important. Obviously, we don't actually have a shield equipped, so that 5% is the only shield block we're going to have throughout the entire run. And it can absolutely save your life and save the run. Now we're going to fight this guy here by going in this doorway. We're going to stand right here, and we're going to safe spot him like this. He can reach me, but he has a lot of trouble doing so. And as you can see, we generally will kill him long before he actually gets a chance to come down and hit me. Those green goblins, if they do hit you, can deal a lot of damage. It's not fun. So we're going to hit that button there. All the buttons that are going to hit in this area are important to hit. Well, they're necessary to hit. I'm going to kill those guys through the wall there, and I'm going to come down here and kill these guys. Lure these guys. Hopefully you get both of them at the same time. Again, we're going to use a little door safe strat here. You can actually kind of go around if you're feeling especially worried about this. You can go around and kill these guys through the same wall that I killed those archers through. But I generally don't bother. It's not that big a deal to fight them just like this. And there we go. 3 more guys up here, and we're going to go stop at this little forge here. And I'm going to quickly, on this pause, we're going to equip our amulet, and we're going to equip our longsword. And then we're going to do our accuracy, and now we're going to put 1 point to companion presence. This is at level 5. This is level 5 required to put a point in that. So as soon as you hit level 5, you can put 1 point in there just so you don't forget to do it later on. It is also important to do it now in general, because we need it for the boss fight at the end of the Moria section. Now, I'm going to head up this way. That's the second switch, which is going to open another door out in this main room. So you'll see there's now a door open over here. We're going to kill these guys real quick, and we're just kind of do that. If you notice an enemy's kind of running away with that, he's not going to attack me anymore, so I'm just going to let him run around. It doesn't really matter. I might get to kill him later for experience, but it's fine. Getting experience is relatively important in this run. You do need to be leveled up enough to fight Urukai later on, so we're going to be doing a little bit of what looks like grinding, and essentially is grinding later on. We're just going to be kind of trying to fight groups of enemies that are easy to group together and kill quickly, essentially, whenever we can. Then we're going to try not to die too, because dying loses experience. That's just not fun. Now, up here, hopefully we have enough money for this skill point that we can buy here. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna kill this guy. He's a little tricky. He's just, yeah, okay. So let's see. We'll go in here. We have enough money for it. So we're going to buy a skill point for 350 gems. That we're going to use on commanding presence to get at our next level up. So we can get a 2-point boost to it and get it right up to 3 points. Again, you don't have to do that. You can absolutely just put more points into dual wield to do more damage. Commanding presence having a longer stun time is absolutely not necessary for the run, but it can make it easier. It could even end up saving you some time. So it's kind of a it's a gamble, because obviously having more damage also can save you time, killing enemies faster. So we're gonna do the commanding presence just so you can see the stun time. And okay, we're gonna fight another green goblin here. I'm gonna try to keep this guy at max range. He's quick though, so he closes pretty quick, so it's not necessarily worth it. We're gonna walk up here to trigger another rock slide. Go down here. That would have been blocked off right there if I hadn't triggered the rock slide first, so that's why it's important to go up first. Gonna make our way through this room here. We're gonna ignore those enemies there because it's too much to deal with. Kill these guys quickly. Down here. I take a little move left a little bit there just to kind of get a nice line to get past those guys. You hear me talking about lines a lot. I just mean like a walking line, literally just walking in a straight line to get somewhere without having to turn. So if you hear me say I have a good line, that's what I mean. It's just I'm just walking in a straight line and getting somewhere efficiently without having to turn around or change my angle. So we go talk to those guys, skip the text, walk straight up to the door here, And now we're in the Great Hall. This is a long area, and if you die near the end of it, it can cost you a lot of time. So that looks like a sword that I want. It's a long sword, yeah. Okay. Long sword is good. It's good to have early on. You want ideally some better swords by the time you get closer to the end of the run. But for now, I will absolutely take 2 long swords as my weapons. All right, we're gonna clear this room out quickly. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Hit that switch. That's gonna open up a door on the other side of the room. We're gonna head over there. Not much to talk about here as far as strategy goes. Just keep enemies at distance. Like, try to use the max range of your dual wield as much as you can. I'm going to now just discard the short sword and then equip that. That's the only way to kind of get another sword into your offhand, is to make sure there's nothing there at all. And we're going to put our 2 points into Commanding Presence to get to level 3. And we're going to be using that pretty soon, actually, to skip some enemies coming up. You can hear that sound effect that you heard, the clank there, when he attacked me. That was actually the amulet blocking. That was the shield block sound effect. Okay, there's another example of the range on this attack coming in handy. I'm going to flip that switch. That's going to open a door down in the lower level, which leads to the cave troll. That's where we're headed to next. There, you can see the range on the attack there. So, and right there too, it's a good example of the range. It doesn't look like it's going to actually hit. That's the interesting thing about it, is that it doesn't actually, you know, I'm going to group these guys kind of and then try to kill them all quickly. Yeah, like that. So you go down below them and then you can attack above. Another interesting thing about this game is that it seems like, you see how fast that green guy got out of die, by the way. That's all thanks to Aragorn. Other characters at this point would not have such an easy time, with the exception of maybe Legolas. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, interesting thing about this game, enemies that are below you, you might notice there is an experience bar with the little green notches down below me, and there's also a kind of black area that shows the names of items that I'm, standing over. I'm gonna kill these guys quickly here. That takes up a good portion of the screen below me, so I can't see enemies in that portion of the screen, but they can see me. And they can attack me, and their range attacking me is actually greater from below like that. By the way, we're just going to kill this guy. There we go. Okay. There is a safe spot I can use on the cave troll here, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna use Commanding Presence, and we're gonna do a quick kill on him. Hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't work, we'll do the safe spot afterwards to demonstrate that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna stun him, and we're gonna stun the cave troll too here, ideally. Oof, okay. You'll notice how long he stayed stunned there. That's not normally what would happen. Ooh, I need to, okay. So I picked up some King's Bolt herbs. There's a lot happening right now. Okay, I got him. So what I'm doing there, I'm stunning him, and I might die here actually. I need to be careful. Okay. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab some mushrooms. Try to heal here. I might wait till I get a little bit more spirit and I can heal. Okay, we gotta kind of fight our way through here. So we don't want to die at this point now that we've beaten the cave troll. So we're gonna wait just a second until I have enough spirit to use Commanding Presence, and then we're gonna go up and stun these guys before they get a chance to attack me and get past them. Now, what I'm going to do here is actually let one of these guys kill me really quick. Hopefully faster than that, okay. And then we're going to go... Now, what I did that for, I didn't lose much experience or money, and it just kind of gave me full health immediately. It's a nice way to just refill your health and your spirit. Just let yourself die as soon as you enter a new area, because you just respawn at the start of the area. I didn't necessarily have to do it there. I had enough health and spirit to kind of work with it, and maybe fight my way through safely without getting hit. But I wanted to also demonstrate the concept of that, of just kind of letting yourself die really quick, just so you can kind of, we're gonna just go past those guys. I don't want to fight them. You have to kind of pick your battles at this point. I took a lot of damage from a hit there. That'll happen. You're gonna take damage from attacks that doesn't really make a lot of sense sometimes. Just take. Oof. Okay. Alright, okay. So it's a little hairy. I'm a little low on health, but that'll happen. This is situations that you have to be able to deal with during these kind of runs. You're going to encounter situations where you're low on health or you're low on spirit, and it's not ideal, but you got to kind of improvise, make it work. We're going to just quickly heal, and then we're going to get Community Presence ready here. I'm going to go down and kill these guys really quick so they don't come up behind me. Hopefully get some food. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't normally do that, but again, low on health, low on spirit, don't want to deal with stuff. We're going to stun them all and then just try to get out of here. And there's our second split. Okay. Now, some wolves right here. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to buy, hopefully, our second whetstone upgrade if we have enough money. We do. I'm just going to sell stuff. I want to wear one of those chainmails at my next level up. I want to equip it, so I'm going to keep that. We're going to kill these guys, hopefully not die to these guys. And we're going to go down this way. Oof, okay. So I think what I was talking about earlier, before the cave troll fight, I was saying about how enemies that are below you on the screen have longer attack range, seem to be able to get attacks out quicker before you can. And also your attack range does not seem to be as long when attacking downwards, as opposed to upwards or to the side. So it can be a little dangerous moving down towards enemies and attacking them downwards. I will talk about really quick here. This is one of two different potential kind of layouts for this map. Oh, it's a pothole. That's good. Okay, grab that. There are two possible layouts for this map. And if you see a crow on the tree at the very start of the map, it means you got the alternate version. I was able to kind of go down to the lower level of this one earlier because I didn't see a crow there. I'm going to equip those two items quickly. They're both better than what I have on. And we're going to go, and every single skill point we get from here on out is going to go into dual wield to increase our damage. I don't want to really fight him. He's just by himself. We're going to try to kill groups of enemies. Same with this map. This map also has an alternate version. If you see a taller tree down at the very bottom of the map when you first start this map, so you notice I saw a very short tree down there. Like you can only see the very top of the tree. If you can see more of the tree that's along the bottom of the map when you first enter the area, then that means you got a different version of this map. This one is the slightly quicker version. You can kind of go past this tree, go up through here, and you can go between some rocks up here. If you get the other version, you have to go all the way up and around this whole rocky area, because this gap that I just walked through there does not exist in the other version of the map. Now again, I'm going to try to group some of these guys here, just like kill them all quickly. There we go. Yeah, because I still want experience. I still want to kind of grind a little bit, because there's going to be Urukai coming up soon, which are tough to fight if you don't have enough, accuracy and everything already. We're going to try to group these guys and kill them, and grab some lembas bread. Always, 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 always grab food when you see it drop. Lembas bread, fruit like this, anything that's in your path. Again, don't go back for it unless it's something that's a dire situation. Lembas bread is by far the best. That's the one you saw me pick up before the fruit there. By far the best one that you want to get. But that'll restore a lot of health. But ooh, okay, I'm getting a lot of crows getting away here. The crows, they all escape. You're gonna if you let too many crows escape, they're gonna spawn ring wraiths. You'll notice that eye in the top right corner getting bigger and bigger. Okay, I think I'm clear here. I don't know if I can fight. I don't know if these guys appear. No, they don't. Okay. There's in the alternate version of this map, there's actually some sort of mini boss enemies that appear here that you can get some experience from, because they die pretty easily. But we're not gonna get that. We're just gonna go to level in. Okay. And the next split coming up right there. As soon as that little scene fades to black when I skip it. So we're gonna go down. Around, we're going to try to fight some of these guys here really quick. I was hoping I might get more of those guys with the shields chasing me, but I guess not. That's okay. Fight some wargs here really quick. Again, these guys give decent experience, the wolves. Okay, now we're going to try to group some of these guys here. Good, good. These guys also get good experience, so we're going to kill them. That guy kind of ran away, that's fine. A broadsword is really good. You want to pick up broadsword because of that. I'm not going to bother with that group right now. We got a nice little group here we can kill. Okay. So we're not actually going to get enough experience to level up again before we have to fight the Urukai. We are going to level up before Fangorn, which is when we have to fight a considerable number of them in very, very rough situations. I went the wrong way. Legolas has to go up over that wall in his run, so I'm kind of thinking about that right now. Okay, so we gotta go through here. We're going to try to fight one more group of enemies here. We're going to try to lure these guys down, fight them. I didn't get all four at once, but that's fine. And we're going to kill these guys because they can kind of get in the way and block me when I'm trying to escape when I am fighting the Urukai later on, so we're going to kill them. It's pretty quick to kill them. Again, they all just die in the range of your attack. Now here's the first Urukai we're fighting. We've got to fight this guy, he's blocking us. You don't have to fight this group, but I usually do just for the experience, nothing else, because they're kind of in a good spot where you can kill them all quickly like that. Those guys I just ignore because there's only two of them. And these guys I ignore because there's only two of them. So I just kind of walk around like that. And we can go up and leave this area. That guy never attacks you, that one dude down there. I usually kill this group though. You'll see how much damage they do there. I kind of want to demonstrate that. I would normally retreat a little bit if I noticed one of them coming towards me like that, but like this. But I wanted to demonstrate the damage they deal if you let them. Also, the crows can do surprising amounts of damage too, so don't let crows harass you like that, because they can also do a lot of damage. Now we leveled up, so we're not going to fight any of these guys. We don't need to. We have enough levels to fight. Now here I'm going to go up this way, and I'm actually going to spend my level up now really quick. And we're going to equip that broadsword too. I forgot to, but that's fine. I'll go back and do it. Okay, we're going to go up this way, and around past this tree, and past this tree. And we're going to stun these guys, and we're going to move on. That's just, we don't want to bother fighting them because we need to get to Lurtz here. We need to kill him quickly. We're going to do one attack first, and then we're going to stun him. And keep attacking him until he dies. While he's stunned, he takes critical hit damage every time you hit him. Very, very, very important. We're going to go move next to Boromir to trigger this scene here. And as soon as that fades to black, gives your next split. Here, this is a tricky area because there's a couple places where you got to go down towards enemies. I was talking about that earlier, where it's a little more dangerous to go down. We're just going to stun those guys, walk past them. We're going to kill these wargs here. We're going to hope that Archer doesn't follow us, but sometimes he does. It's a little inconvenient when he does. It's fine though. These guys you got to kill because they block you. These guys you can kill if you want to. I don't know. You don't really have to. You can just kind of move around them. I didn't really have anything to stun them with there, so that guy you don't want to deal with right now. You gotta hope he doesn't chase you too hard. And here you can kill these guys if you want to, just because they can kind of block you there. Now we're gonna go up and around here, past those guys. We're gonna kill this group because it's a nice big group. Get lots of experience. Pick up some food. Sneak over top of this rock. Up and to the right. Ooh, didn't want to get hit by him, but that's fine. We're going to go around these wargs and kind of kill them from this side. You can also kill that guy if you want to, if he chases you too hard. We're going to kind of just run past these guys at this point. There's not really any good groups to kill here because they're either groups of two or there's just a mix of the archers with the sword guys in front of them. Alright, here in this area, those guys are kind of blocking me, so I'm going to kill them. You got to make judgment calls with that sometimes. I would normally fight this group here because they're a group of three. It's a little more experience in one group. You want to follow Legolas and Gimli, and they're going to have a little dialogue with you, which you can skip. Then head up and to the left. There's going to be one more little pair of orcs that you got to kill. I'm going to stun them before I attack them. Like that, just to kill them quicker, get past them safely, and we're on to the next screen. That's a split. That's a gold split somehow. Okay. Interesting. Apparently that was the best we've ever done that. So we're going to go left here. We're going to ignore those guys, follow the river. Fangorn can be a bit confusing if you're not used to the layout, but eventually you get used to it. Just takes some practice. We're going to kind of try to group these guys, but they ended up on both sides of me, which is not good. So I'm going to use a Spinning Presence just to make sure I don't die there. And just give me some more words. I'm going to heal, actually, really quick. There's going to be some more these guys up here, too, which I'm going to kill really quick because there's 3 of them all together. And they die easily. Those guys, they're not really a threat if you're right next to them. Unlike the sword guys, they can do a lot of damage really quick. Now, this is the weird part here, because there are some archers here that look like they'd be a little kind of not efficient to kill, but you kind of have to kill them because it's not really a good way to get around them. This last guy here, after this one, this guy you can just kind of move past. But the path is too narrow on those first 3 to really consistently move past them, so I just kill them. It usually doesn't take as long as it did there. That took a while to kill them, but it's fine. We're going to just run past these wargs, go to the right here. This is a little shortcut to this area. We're going to kill these wargs up here. Go up. Left here, ignore those guys, hope the troll attacks them, which he does. He's a good guy, the troll. He's our friend. And we're going to go up this way. You might want to kill those crows if, like, especially if your Eye of Sauron in the top right is very, very large at this point, which it can be. You definitely want to kill those crows. You want to, if that guy comes down like that from above, you might want to kill him just because he can do a lot of damage. I've actually died to him in runs before. That big wolf there. Okay, we leveled up. We're fine. I'm not going to bother fighting anything else here. Okay, I was going to say, you might want to use a commanding presence there to get out. I am going to just quickly spin my level up. We're level 9, which is good. And, okay. Might have to fight a couple of guys right here, depending on how hard they're blocking you. I didn't have to. They were kind of over to the right. I do need to get out of here, though, because that guy's going to kill me from behind if I don't. Okay. Yeah, those wolves block me a lot harder than the sword guy. That'll happen. You're going to get different spawns for enemies in different areas. So you got to kind of improvise a bit with how you get around them. This right here coming up is one of the tougher fights. I have to fight 5 guys here. And, oh, there's a death already. Okay. That's fine, though, because, I was low experience. Hopefully I can run past these guys again. Yeah, we can. Okay. I'm going to go right this time. We'll see what that does. Yeah, kind of let me get past the wolves a little better. Not great, but, I mean, we'll take it. I'm going to turn around and kill this thing, because it chases me pretty hard. And that one, too. And we're going to try this one more time. Hopefully get some better luck. So we're going to just attack at this downward angle. Kind of better than attacking straight down. There you go, all those guys, that was fine. These guys down here, you want to go over here to this spot and just kind of, because then they can't get at you from below. You'll notice they're trying to, but they can't. You want to attack this guy from the side, not from directly above. And here you can just run past these guys. Those guys, if you just hug that little stone wall there, you can just kind of sneak right past them. You don't want to deal with them because, again, they're below you. They have the advantage. Sneak past these guys, and then we're on to the Fangorn troll fight. Now, this guy, you want to kill the small troll first, because he can sneak through the safe spot area. It can get a little out of hand here if you don't kill him quickly, but you want to kind of just poke at the little troll and retreat, because he does a lot of damage, so does the big guy. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna just go up to the safe spot, and we're gonna hope that we can kill the little troll quickly if he comes through. And we're gonna hope that he doesn't come through. Okay, we got him. So you just stand here, and the big troll can't get you. And that's about it. That's all there is to it. It looked like it might have been cool. Copper amulet, I'm not sure if that's good. It might be a bad. It might be a negative modifier. I'm not sure. Okay. skip to the text, head left. This is a split right here. As soon as that first screen fades to black, not when you skip the next one. That's how I do it anyway. Not sure why. Just talk to Eowyn over here, and then you gotta leave the area down to the right. Okay. Now this area you can kind of just run through a lot of it. You gotta kill these guys because they block you. That guy coming up behind me, I don't like that. You can go right here and kind of just get around them. You can also go left to get around them, but you might get stuck between other enemies. We're going to go like that, and we're gonna just kind of juke these guys out and kill them quick. These guys can be tricky. If the guys that I just killed take too long to kill, you can get kind of stuck with the other guys coming up behind you there on the bridge, which can be a little rough. Hopefully it goes well. You can use companion presence to kind of stun the ones behind you so you can get more time. Here we're going to go straight up, past these guys, up and around this bush, just in case of people chasing you. It'll lose them a little easier. We're going to go up this way. We're going to stun everybody and attack the bushes, get through, stun everybody here, sneak past them, go past those guys, and we're through. That can go very, very badly. That went very well. It can go very badly. And don't be surprised if it does. Don't worry about it if you die there. It doesn't waste a whole lot of time. We're going to stun him, and we're going to go up around this way. Go all the way up around these wargs here. This is a tricky part too. I mean, I very well could die here as well. No question about that. We're going to kill these guys really quick. We're going to make sure that we have just a little bit of health here. And we're also going to wait for some spirit just to get commanding presence because we're going to need it. Coming up in a second here. Ooh, okay, yeah, that was... I got stuck on between the cliff and the guy. Couldn't move there, so that's fine. We're going to try again. Go up this way, between these rocks here. Stun those guys, go around them. It's tricky. Sometimes you can actually sneak through that corner, the inside corner there. Sometimes you can't. It's all luck of the draw. We're going to stun those guys. Try to get through quickly. It might not work. Stun as often as you need to there. Just so you can get up to here, and then you can get out, and there's a split. Okay. That didn't go too bad. Again, deaths are practically... They're basically expected in a run like this. If you get a fully deathless run, that would be remarkable. So here we're going to have a few little dialogues here, and then we're going to start fighting stuff on the wall. This is where it's important to have built up your character a bit so you can fight these Urukai efficiently. You also have to deal with the environment attacking you as Aragorn. As other characters, you don't have to deal with that. And see, as you can see, it killed me right there, so that's fun stuff. So you'll notice there's little explosions and arrows and things hitting me from nowhere. That only happens to Aragorn here. Gandalf and Legolas both have to do this part as well, but they don't have those explosions and random things hitting them. I don't know if it's actually random. Like, see, you'll see one just... Oh, and another one just hit me there, too. That's great. At least it's demonstrating it for you guys. So, okay, I got some fruit. That's good. You need as much healing as you can in this, because it's really, really rough if you don't have a good amount of health. Okay, you want to be careful there. Just kind of juke around them and stay to the right. In general, you want to try to maneuver yourself so that you can attack enemies from the left or the right or below. Don't get stuck in a position where you have to attack an enemy from above, if you can help it. I got hit by an arrow there. That's not good. Okay. Yeah, we're going to wait a sec here until we can heal, because... Yeah, we're going to kind of attack this guy from max range so he can't hit us. And we're just going to wait just a second, because I don't want to... Yeah, see, if you hit him from max range, he can't really get a hit off on you. With the amount of accuracy we have right now, we're generally pretty solid for... as far as being able to hit them goes. These guys are pretty pushover at this point. They die pretty easily. We're going to heal again as soon as we can. We got another free hit on us from the environment there. That was good. Okay, we got a lembas bread. Pick it up, please. Thank you. Always grab lembas bread when you see it. That's always a big help. Okay, got that guy, and one more free shot from the environment. As soon as you hit that ladder, you get a little invincible cutscene with Gimli where you can't be hurt. So go for that ladder as soon as you can, that last one. You got to break all the ladders on that screen to proceed. I don't know if I clarified that or not. I don't think so. So yeah, in order to get past that area, you have to break all the ladders, and they spawn in kind of a sequence that was really bad, actually. I took a lot of damage there. So we're gonna hope we don't die here before we can level up. Good. Okay. That was a very, very timely level up. We're gonna see what we can do here. We got some. That's fine. There was a good sword. Yeah, it's a really good sword actually. Okay. So we're going to equip that sword over here, and we're going to our accuracy, and we're going to put 3 points. Now, the reason I have 3 points to spend there, I know I just leveled up once. I get 1 point from level up, 1 point from progressing through the story to the second Rohan area, and 1 point from killing 500 enemies. You're pretty much always going to get that point through the run. There's almost no way that you can do this without killing 500 enemies. It sounds like a lot, but it happens pretty quickly. You're also always going to get 2 skill points for story progression. There's one after, like just before Amon Hen, and one just before the Gap of Rohan. So it's pretty handy that you always get those bonus skill points there. That guy's not dying well. This part also, just stand right here. Shout out to Texas Warrior for finding this little safe spot here. You can just kind of stand here, aim up and to the right, and just attack, and you're pretty safe. As soon as you see the enemies stop spawning, come over here. You can kind of kill those guys if you want to. You don't have to. Talk to Legolas, and then move to the screen. Now we're going to take out Commanding Presence here. I want to stun these guys. I can't get past them, so we're gonna. If you get stuck there, like if they block you so hard, really hard, just kind of retreat. You can kill them. You don't have to kill these guys. That was taking a lot longer than I wanted it to, so kind of a waste of time. What are you gonna do? These guys here, you can either kill or stun, whatever works for you, and get past them. Same with these two guys up here. Either stun them or kill them. That guy's really chasing me hard. That's alarming, actually. Those guys I prefer to kill, just because it's kind of a waste of spirit. They die pretty fast. Here, again, I prefer to just kill all these guys because they die quickly. You can just kind of go up and around them along the riverside. It doesn't always work, though. The wolves can block you because they can move pretty quick. These guys I stun and move past, though, because they are a pain to try and kill. You want to try to stun these guys, too, if they start to seem like they're going to... Like that there. If they come too close to you, just give them a quick stun. Sneak down below the wolves there to get through that loading zone. And we're in. Glittering Caves. Second last area. For Aragorn here, it's pretty tough because he has to kill all of these red Uruk-hai in here. There's 6 of them that you gotta kill. So it's tougher than most characters where... Well, not say most characters. There's only 3 characters that actually... I guess 4 characters that go in here. So these guys, yeah, you gotta kill all of them. So we got 1 there. Yeah, this is a tricky part because you're above them. Yeah, I almost died. Okay, I'm probably going to. So I'm gonna heal really quick. We're gonna use the terrain here to our advantage. These little things you can kind of fight around. And again, use your range too, your attack range to your advantage when you can. We're gonna try to kite this guy over here without. There's archers behind him. And we don't want them to see us, ideally. We want to be able to fight him without them shooting at us. So you want to try to lure him over before the archers can see you. Okay, we're going to put another point into dual wields. So there's the archers I was talking about there. We're going to just lose them behind us here. There's more archers here. You can kind of just do this. Walk right up to this guy if you're feeling bold and just kind of hit the archers through him. Not always recommended because this guy can one-shot you if he gets an attack off, but as long as you can keep him stun locked, you're fine. Again, these guys, try to keep them at long range distance like that so they can't actually attack you without you knowing about it. And we're going to walk over here, talk to Eowyn, now that we've killed. This only happens, by the way, Eowyn will not appear until you've killed all 6 of those red guys. So you got to kill all 6 of them. There's no way around it. Because the end of that area will be triggered until that happens. So here you want to try to hit these guys and hit the I didn't want to use that actually, I wanted to heal. You want to try to hit the red and orange guys and these things at the same time, because you have to destroy all 6, I believe, of those things in order to clear the area. Ooh, that's rough. Okay, I might just die here, it's fine. This run's been going pretty good so far, so it's, yeah, the death is fine. I was hoping I would stun that guy, but I guess not. So, talking about these. So to be efficient, yeah, you want to try to hit these guys, kill them. Ooh, wow, that was really bad. Like this. Okay, yeah. So I got a good spot here where I can hit those guys and hit the thing at the same time. Aragorn, it's easy to do that because he's got such ridiculous range with his attack. It's not too hard to try and... Ooh, wow, that was just a straight up one shot. Okay. You'll notice that that was a good demonstration there, actually, because you'll notice that he killed me as he was raising his sword up. That's important to note because their attacks, those sword-wielding Uruk-hai, their attacks don't start when they bring their sword down. The damage starts as soon as they raise their sword. It's instant. This is very important to note because there's also some weird buggy stuff with these guys where they don't actually get stunned by attacks. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's not cool. So we're going to go over here, kill these guys. Watch out for the guy above you there. There's an orange guy that likes to come down. Yeah, there he is. He likes to wander down from his little catapult thing that's up there. I usually save that one for last. Oh, watch out, that guy can kill you. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, those guys like to come over from the side as well. Lots of camaraderie and teamwork with these orcs, you know? They like working together to thwart the speedrun. Okay, so another one over here. We got to get the order to do these in is kind of, I don't know. It's not really. I don't think it's the best way to do it. There might be. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't do it. Maybe I don't do the best way. But okay, we're gonna just take. Okay, I wanted to make sure I could heal there. Okay. Yeah, so that can happen where they just don't get stunned. Kind of buggy, kind of weird. There's one more dude here. We already killed the orange guy associated with this one because he came down towards us before. This is the last catapult, and then we're all good. I say catapult or whatever they are. I don't know. Walk up here. A little bit of text, and that is it. So that's the run. There's maybe some things I forgot to mention, hopefully not. If you do have any questions about anything, you can post in the comments section, feel free. Yeah, just some closing thoughts here. So, like I said, Aragorn I think is the easiest run to do for someone who's just starting out with speedrunning. It's not an easy game by any means. It will have this learning curve. It's kind of, you got to get used to like the range of the attacks, the way that the enemies move, the way that the environment kind of affects you. Getting stuck on things while moving is very common if you're not used to the way that hitboxes work, and some pretty bizarre ones, that's for sure. Some little nuances like that. I certainly would not recommend starting with a character like Eowyn or Frodo. Their runs are a bit more tricky. Gandalf, not a super hard run, but just kind of more nuanced in the things you gotta do. Legolas is also a good character to start with. I might do a tutorial on Legolas later, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I hope that was helpful for anybody who's looking to speedrun this game. Again, if you have any questions, if there's anything that I maybe didn't mention that you were curious about, wondering about, please let me know in the comments, and I can respond to you there. And yeah, as you can see, the time for the run is relatively consistent. I mean, I died several times here, I think. Wasn't really trying to go super fast, and still got a decent time, so. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody, and stay safe. Have a great day.